Greetings, friends, here in Washington, D.C. We are here with you today in honor of World Human Rights Day. The UN General Assembly proclaimed the 10th of December as Human Rights Day in 1950 to bring to the attention of the peoples of the world the Universal Declaration of Human Rights as the common standard of achievement for all peoples and all nations. Yet, after 63 years, we, the people of this world, can look around the globe and see little evidence that our human rights are recognized. We see the worst violation of human rights of our sisters and brothers all over the world, including Iran. We are here today to share with you the story of what is happening in Iran today and ask for your support in demanding human rights for Iranian people and in raising your voice for all people suffering from a lack of human rights around the world. Iran is a place where violation of people's human rights has been a constant for generations, despite the fact that Iranian people have never stopped fighting for freedom, equality, and human rights. Since the time Islamists countered the Iranian People's Revolution in 1979, terror, torture, rape, and executions have been daily occurrences in Iran. They are the only tools this regime has to maintain its grip on power. So, while governments have been talking about Iran's hypothetical nuclear capabilities, talks that were ironically held in Geneva, the birthplace of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, more than 90 people were executed by the Islamic regime in Iran. And those governments said nothing about these crimes against humanity, ignoring the killings as they have ignored 3 years worth of reports from the UN's own human rights rapporteur to Iran. In fact, there is nothing hypothetical about Iran's execution capabilities, which it has used to kill tens of thousands of Iranian people over the past 34 years. Already this year, the number of people executed in Iran under the new President Rouhani has exceeded last year's total. Thus far, in the year 2013, at least 538 people have been executed by this regime, and more have been killed in custody, through torture, or through the regime's intentional withholding of critical medical care for sick prisoners. Majid Kavusifar is to be executed for the crime of Moharebe, war against God.
Stop execution!
Get the prisoners!
Stop execution in Iran! Stop execution!
Free the prisoners!
Free the Stop execution in Iran! Stop execution in Iran!
And this is what Iranian people have tried to do to stop executions in Iran. But they need your support too. On World Human Rights Day, we ask honorable people around the world to stand with us to demand human rights in Iran and worldwide.
My name is Zaniyar Moradi. Currently, I'm sitting in a death row prison cell in Karaj, Iran. It is hard to be 21 and to be facing death, to live every day with the nightmare of death, to shiver every time I hear their footsteps coming. It's been 3 years since my cousin and I have been imprisoned. We were tortured for 9 months. They would beat us so bad that we couldn't walk. 2 of my Witherbay have been fractured, and now we're waiting for the hanging rope of death. They tell us now plans are being set for our execution and I can't sleep at nights. Whatever you can do, please do not let them execute us. Please let this regime know that we're not alone. Please voice your protest to this verdict. If you protest, if you complain to them, we will hear it.
I am the voice of Zainab Jalalian. I am from Baku, a city in the far northwest corner of Iran, in the province of West Azerbaijan. I was accused of waging war against God and belonging to an illegal political organization. As a result, I have been detained in Dieselabad prison under severe torture since May 2008. Although my execution sentence has officially been lifted, the abuse that I have received in prison may result in my death due to head injuries received while being interrogated. I have recently lost my vision. My health is precarious and I need to see a doctor, but the authorities refuse to allow me to have the medical care I desperately need. Political prisoners must be free.
Must be free. I am the voice of Hamid Ahmadi. I am a Sunni Muslim facing execution in Iran because of my religious beliefs. I have been in jail since June of 2009 and have never heard my daughter, who was born soon after my arrest. She's 4 years old now. In Qazar Hisar prison, I have been brutally tortured and I have been sentenced to die. In protest of my execution sentence, I have been on hunger strike for more than 30 days. My health condition is now critical, both from the hunger strike and from beating I have had to endure from the prison guards. I am bleeding internally. Be my voice and call for the freedom of political prisoners in Iran.
I'm the voice of Habib Latifi. Before I became a political prisoner in Sanandaj prison, I was a student in industrial engineering. I love nature, topography, mountain climbing, and I want nothing more than my human rights to freedom. I spent past 6 years under torture at the hands of Islamic Republic. I have languished for months in solitary confinement and once nearly dying from being kicked and beaten by half a dozen prisoners in prisoner guards. My family fears that I will be soon executed. Say no to execution.
I am the voice of Hadi Rashidi. I am chemistry teacher as well as a cultural activist who advocate for the right of Iran persecuted Ahwazi's Arab minority. I was arrested in 2011 for my cultural work. I was hospitalized soon thereafter as a result of severe torture and remain in poor health. I have been sentenced to execution
Just last week, I was removed from Karun prison to an unknown location. My loved one fears that I will be executed very soon. Demand an end to the brutality of the execution.
I am the voice of Habib and Ali Afshari.
My brother Ali and I have been sentenced to execution on the charges of Moharebe, a political crime that means enmity with God. Our two brothers are also being held as political prisoners. Our mother died of a heart attack she suffered following the announcement of the regime's sentences against us. We have been imprisoned for 3 years now. My brother Ali is in poor physical condition as a result of bullet wounds he sustained during his arrest by the regime. He was finally transferred to Arumia Hospital last week due to severe intestinal bleeding and was returned to prison immediately after his surgery. All political prisoners must be free!
All political prisoners must be free.
We ask you to take action to stop the executions of these and many others at risk of imminent executions in Iran.
Stop execution.
Stop executions in Iran!
Stop execution in Iran. Stop